I'm sorry, I missed that. Can you repeat it?
The Luigi Switch has some unique features that no other console in the console industry has.
I don't believe in the Luigi Switch.
The Luigi Switch has 88K 1440p 720 frames per second performance.
Are you even listening to what you're saying? First of all, 1440p is a little bit over 4K. No, 1440p is 4K. So you would need 44,000p. And when you add too many frames to a video, or even a game or anything like that, it becomes in slow motion. So, what are you trying to advertise, Simchi? This fake 44K console that runs games in slow motion?
That product isn't fake. You're just hating.
Sign me up.
My console comes with a high quality version of Mario Odyssey. It's just Mario Odyssey, but in 2D. It's good enough for most people.
No.
I also made sure to remove all. I've also made sure to remove like 90% of the keyboards because my hardware is too advanced for all to hold all the kingdoms.
Oh, I see. You made a 4D game again? That's seriously just a waste.
You gotta
really
use.
know that, right?
You gotta use a 4D controller to actually move in the game, but the world itself is 3D.
That sounds easy, actually. Oh wait, 4-dimensional. Like I said, dude, last night I said that the only dimensions that really matter are the dimensions that most living species can comprehend, and that's 1 through 4. Any other dimension just describes reality in too much detail. I mean, literally, no one needs to know that there's an infinite amount of universes we've created from just one universe because of multiple decisions and different alternate timelines. And no one needs to know that those dimensions, those universes have the possibility of making more universes. That's not important because all those copy verses get destroyed anyway.
Maybe that's true.
You watching my stream?
I'm probably going to invest in Butter Lemon 5,000. Sorry, dude. If I'm acting really zany right now, it's probably because my mind is really on steroids.
Are you using a mutagen?
No, I'm not.
You know those don't work on us.
It's still wackier than usual.
Isn't that an illegal activity that you speak of?
I've seen the world turn kite. Just hit. That's a drink.
Wait a second.
The Earth turned to a kite shape as some person picked it up and flew it in space. Oh, I might be saying.
Well, let's go back to the biggest enigma we have, the biggest enigma we have nowadays, and that's how did we come into existence? Because if without the necessary components for high dose systems to exist, then how did something become stable enough to create life?
Ah, yes, but how did the watermelon of watermelons and the ultimate watermelon create the Melanese watermelon?
I don't know.
And one say that the watermelon of watermelon was actually the original watermelon of the watermelon?
Pretty much. That's how I would think about it.
Well, people think the watermelon of the watermelon was actually the original watermelon because the watermelon that stole the original watermelon was actually the original watermelon. So the past watermelon of the original watermelon was actually the future watermelon that helped pass the future original watermelon.
Makes sense. But then you gotta remember that that would have split into 7 timelines. So that would create 7 more copyverses that need to be destroyed. Because only the host universe needs to exist.
Yes, but there's already one watermelon, but one watermelon became a pink watermelon, which eventually grew into an orange watermelon. And because every watermelon was so unique, each watermelon slowly became even more of a powered watermelon because each watermelon was only growing in power.
Oh, just like Turbo. Oh, good old Turbo. The most powerful being.
But
And
the story doesn't stop there.
Clearly,
original
Turbo would be the
watermelon-
most powerful in any imaginary universe.
Yes, that's true, but these watermelons are special because the original watermelon was a red watermelon, but the red watermelon actually had green juices instead of red juices. So it was actually the most powerful watermelon, but then another watermelon killed that watermelon and made a watermelon with orange juice, but this watermelon was purple.
That's very
So the
sad.
watermelon decided to pick up a shovel, and it mastered the art of the shovel. Therefore calling itself Shovel Watermelon.
Isn't that just lovely?
But this watermelon was actually so ridiculously powerful that the original watermelon that had been corrupted by another watermelon that also was corrupted by the original watermelon was stronger than the original watermelon. At this point, you can see how convoluted this is.
This imaginary universe?
Yeah,
That just
it literally. Yep.
I knew it.
It's a beautiful one.
It is?
Because Shovel Watermelon had the best character art. It was truly beautiful.
I prefer Diamond Melon.
That's a lie.
But remember the part where... Remember the part when Pink Melon died of?
Ah, yes. The saddest death.
And that's when Diamond Melon became even more powerful.
You're not wrong.
Oh, I thought they may have had a green star, but I guess not.
But here's where you're wrong about Diamond Melon. Diamond Melon actually betrayed that Yellow Melon.
No, that's because Red Melon went insane. It wasn't betrayal. It was more, I betrayed you because you need help kind of betrayal.
You're still wrong.
You must accept the fact that I'm right.
If I accept that you're right in this instant, I would be lying. Because you're not right. I'm the one who's always right.
No, Luigi, why did you do such a thing?
Because Luigi has found you unworthy of his power.
I'm not using Luigi, I'm using Rosalina. I have Luigi as like the second player so I can get more power-ups.
Why?
Wait a second, I should be playing as Luigi.
You know, 2 days ago I had a strange dream where it's basically Garfield, but it was basically a snuff film.
Isn't that illegal?
No. Who said you can't take innocent characters and plug them into a snuff film?
I don't even know what that word means.
Oh, you don't know what a snuff film is?
I don't think I want to know.
It's a murder movie.
Oh. I thought it was something else.
No, snuff films are murder movies.
Well, I didn't know that. Isn't every movie have a murder at some point? Especially Disney films.
Well, I mean hardcore murder movies. Where I mean, like, you know, hardcore movies.
It honestly sounds like you're trying to scam me. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm so sorry, Luigi. I accidentally threw Luigi straight into a creeper.
It's time to play Luigi's Mansion 7.
What universe? Or the Omniversal version? You know,
great.
I don't get this part about the Marvel universe. The 2099 Northern York. Literally, once it turns 2099 on this planet, what are they going to do about the 2099 series? Comics. Are they just going to let 2099 still exist?
No, they're probably going to make
third the future.
No, no. When it turns 2099, Marvel's just going to make Spider-Man 3099.
That's sad.
Are really wrong though.
They actually won't. They'll make Spider-Man 28. And why 2099? Is it because it was 1999 when they made the comic?
So.
Oh, I don't think humanity's gonna survive that long without our assistance.
Please. Just let all the hurricanes and volcanoes destroy the planet. I'm sure it will happen in like
No, but I love this planet. It's not my favorite. I like Nokia more, but you know, it's the planet I was kind of forced to be on because way early in our existence, we decided to make it so that our lives are always on this planet because it's the protection planet, so we never find out about our true self until eventually we're older, and then when we do, we have to try to fix the planet every single time. I just love having to do that over and over again.
life.
And that's why we stopped reincarnating.
Life is just like a box of chocolates, and it has a certain fun to carry.
Dude, how long will this green star elude me? I need to move on to something else, because this green star doesn't like me.
How do I invoke my communism over people?
You can't. That's something that you really can't do. That's illegal.
I'm going to join the USS Hawk.
You're gonna join me in what?
I'm gonna join the USSR.
United Space Agency?
Russia.
The United States of Sir Russia?
The USSR is my homeland. Said Winnie.
What's that? What does USSR stand for?
I don't know. I just know it's Russia in the past. Winnie. What are you doing, Winnie? I'm going back to my homeland. Your home isn't here. Your home is here in America, Winnie.
Well,
In this timeline of Winnie and the Pooh, basically, Tigger has basically been brainwashed by the Russians to join their side. And, Pooh is a hardcore American.
what? Would you say such a terrible thing? That universe better not be a real imaginary universe.
It is.
Oh. Let me guess, it's spawned from that one universe? The really bad one that we're gonna destroy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, great. Just more problems to worry about.
You can call it propaganda if you ask me.
My favorite part is when he made an election, and the only two candidates were himself and himself. Way to spit in the face of democracy.
More fun awaits. On the next episode of Waiting of Thomas the Train, Thomas is riding through casually until the train conductor one day tells him that he needs to carry bombs.
Is this an alternate version of Thomas the Thermonuclear Train?
Oh, yes. But Thomas is scared because he doesn't know what a bomb is.
And he accidentally messes up his last route.
And
it leads to devastation.
But Thomas, being the only survivor, has to watch the corpses of many burn alive.
Sounds good to me.
As he only lives with the regret of knowing that he ended up killing millions of people. That's a beautiful story right there.
I disagree.
What's wrong with that?
Because you don't know what you're talking about. This is the one where Thomas literally goes insane.
Duh. This is literally Thomas who literally accidentally just bombed like 1 million people.
Oh, Luigi got the perfect score. You lost your platinum crown.
We're literally talking about a version of Thomas that literally accidentally bombed 1 million of their own people in their own station. So, I mean...
Well, that's because...
Because what?
It's because they deserved it. No, that's because Thomas didn't get cleaned one day. The conductor forgot to clean Thomas's engine, so he got really mad. At the end.
Now we have Arthur, right? So now, on this latest episode of Arthur, Arthur is going to school. He's hanging out with friends and everything seems all okay. Until all of a sudden, the television comes on. And when the television comes on, the news reporter is talking about impending bombs dropping on the local area.
Man, this is some entertaining kids television. What universe is this?
Better not question that.
Is it El Leno? Is it El Leno?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty messed up. You gotta remember, they're the same one who made Teletubbies a horror movie. Man, I'll never see the Golden Sun baby ever again the same. Remember when the sun baby decides to suck everything on the planet? And the Teletubbies try to survive? And then Lala comes in from the back and turns off the sun? and then Poe is with Lala. And remember the part where Poe pushes Lala straight into the baby sun? And then Poe reactivates the baby sun. And then
yeah.
And then somehow Poe becomes the baby sun and then destroys an entire galaxy. I don't understand that movie.
Oh yeah.
And why was it made?
We're not forgetting the real Steven Universe movie.
No. To be honest with you, I consider our universe to be the first universe. Oh wait, technically it is, so... I say everything that we have is the best version of it.
Nah, their version of the Steven Universe movie is great. You know, we have Steven literally, killing people like on a whim. He literally shatters Pearl in like the first episode because he throws a tantrum.
Wait, they named this show Steven Universe the movie? Why would they do such a thing? That makes no sense. Sometimes you just love to question the logic in different universes. And how people on Earth make such weird decisions.
Well, in the show, Steven shatters Pearl in like episode 1 because he throws a tantrum.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's because his cookie cat was laced with cyanide and he got upset. And guess who did it? It was Pearl. Pearl just wanted Rose back, and Pearl thought making the sacrifice would have worked. And then Pearl gets shattered. Yes! I love that.
Then, I just think it gets worse and worse and worse from this point on. Because,
Are you sure every person in that universe isn't a sociopath?
Can't be too drunk.
Their logic is way too twisted, okay?
They're like episode 2. Steven is talking to the others, but then his dad comes in, and his dad confronts him about responsibility. And Steven's all like, "I have no responsibility," and just disintegrates him.
Oh yeah. No, remember the part where Pink Steven, and Change Your Mind. No, it wasn't called Change Your Mind. The equivalent of it was My Way, or The Highway. Oh, I'm literally dying because this part is so funny. Well, technically really dark. So, at the part where Steven is supposed to roast White Diamond, Steven is all like, I guess I'm God now. And literally does a Pink Diamond scream and shatters White Diamond. And then he dances around the charts. And then the next twisted thing he does is he shatters Blue and Yellow even though they did nothing. and then combines all the shards to make a diamond hybrid fusion, forced fusion, and then he just laughs at it. That's the best ending ever. And then Future is terrible. No, remember what happened? Remember what Steven did to Spinel?
Oh god. He literally shattered Spinel, brought her back, then shattered her again, like 4 different times.
Just to prove a point.
You know, and Spinel was actually screaming in pain and begging for Steven to stop too.
That's Spinel's fault.
But Spinel literally was dying over and over and over again. And every time she died, she kept getting mentally broken.
Let's go.
This is not funny.
Oh god. This version of Steven is brutal.
Can we talk about something that doesn't involve ruining my childhood?
Well, in this particular universe, though, every show is violent.
Wow.
Even SpongeBob is violent.
I disagree with you. SpongeBob in the first episode stabbing Squidward a million times is completely just. If Squidward tried to rob SpongeBob of a good job, that should be punished, right?
Oh, but no, you forget that Squidward got stabbed up because SpongeBob hated his clarinet playing.
Yeah, and remember when Mr. Krabs revealed the secret formula in that quote-unquote non-canon episode? And he says it contains human flesh and crabs and a little pinch of plankton. Because Mr. Krabs just loves traumatizing people.
Well, that's why True Plankton has pretty much traumatized the whole series.
I know. Remember the episode where Plankton's trying to teach SpongeBob to be assertive?
Yes.
And SpongeBob does it way too literal. He starts pointing GUNs straight in the face of innocent fish.
Oh, yes. And let's not forget that Patrick is actually a genius in the story. He just plays dumb, but whenever SpongeBob needs his help, he just literally goes to him. In fact, Patrick always somehow has everything he needs.
Yeah, but Patrick is like that in our universe too. It's just not as apparently obvious. Dude, literally Camp Coral Sandy was beaten by Patrick in chess 47 times.
Oh, that reminds me, of this really dark version of SpongeBob, it was basically an episode where Sandy basically was playing life or death chess with Patrick, and Patrick basically was all like, I'm not an idiot, Sandy, but you're the one who's gonna die in this rap.
But here's the problem with that one universe.
Yes.
For some reason in that universe, the people can't die. So everyone's immortal, so death means nothing to them.
Oh, right. So they like enjoying killing off their cartoon characters.
Honestly, I think we need to fix that universe. I don't think the souls are working properly.
Well, some other cartoons. You know, the cartoons that really got messed up.
They are what?
The Sonic cartoons got messed up badly.
Don't even remind me of the Sonic X that they had. Shadow did not deserve that.
Yes, he did. He literally provoked Sonic when he literally told him to get away.
Nope, Sonic did not deserve it.
Shadow literally asked for it when he decided to attack Sonic. Everyone knew don't attack Sonic. But guess what he did? He attacked Sonic.
Well, maybe that's because Sonic was destroying entire cities' population and replacing them with stuffed with replacing the population with stuffed versions of their own skins.
I mean, to be fair, you know, it was a death wish. I mean, luckily there was a somewhat happy ending where Eggman killed Sonic.
Oh, you're talking about Sonic X?
Yeah, Eggman did kill Sonic, but by the time he killed him, Sonic already destroyed too much. But then let's not forget that in that universe version of Sonic X, Sonic literally choked out his best friend. He killed Amy because he killed Amy just on the spot. Knuckles, he literally tortured.
Well, you know, Knuckles said the bad word of "you need to stop," and Sonic was all like, "You can't stop me."
I love how these shows always start out super positive, right? Like the first 5 minutes of the first episode is usually super positive, really looking really bright. But then all of a sudden, something triggers a character, and all of a sudden, the murderous rage just begins. I don't get that, bro.
Neither do I.
You know, then there's also the other shows. And, if you think that version's bad, you should look at other kids shows like Kim Possible. Danny Phantom.
What did they do to precious Danny Phantom?
Oh Jesus! So basically, here's a twist. You know how Danny became half ghost? What ended up happening in the actual origin story of this version of Danny Phantom is basically when he went in the machine and he got the ghost DNA infused in him. What ended up actually happening is somehow he got werewolf ghost DNA mixed in his system, and somehow he became completely ghostless with a human form somehow, and he ended up going on murderous rages, couldn't control himself.
That makes no sense. What kind of
It
logic do
doesn't.
these people think is logic?
If we're looking at Top Puppy, basically, our main character, as we all know, he's actually a psychopath, and he's actually the main villain of the show. It's just from his perspective, all his genocide looks like it's perfectly okay.
No, every single protagonist is like that. And if you say I'm wrong, you know I'm wrong.
The shows that got really horribly messed up though are My Little Pony, Gravity Falls.
Obviously, they changed the title is My Little Pony Tortures Magic, okay? That's their version's title.
Well, I mean, it's not that bad, okay? Maybe, just maybe, killing may be the way to make friends, okay? I mean, Pinkie Pie didn't make all their friends by being a good friend. They made them all by nearly killing them.
And that's considered a good thing in that universe. So the way we're speaking about it, technically they're doing everything right, but we just view it as wrong.
The people in that universe are pretty fucking demented.
I don't think neither all. Well, at least the other species that aren't humans are at least more decent.
They're not any better though, because the humans literally believe that genocide and purposeful killing is a sport.
Yeah, with the Greys, at least they decided to only do it once every 2 years.
Well, you know, killing contests every summer in that universe are popular. Okay? What they literally do is they literally clone people. Just literally make them kill each other for sport.
Why would they do such a thing?
It's that universe's standards, okay? Now, the opposite of that universe, the super positive version of that universe has shows that look a little
is it an actual universe or is it a negative universe of that one?
It's a negative universe of that one.
Oh, so then it'd be negative Leon.
And in negative Leon, this version of SpongeBob looks a little something like this. The first episode is is actually SpongeBob in preschool. And basically preschool SpongeBob is basically just learning and having fun and everything. And this is the most positive show in existence.
Really, you searched all of existence for the most positive show, and it was SpongeBob from Negative Leon?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
The first episode was a preschool flashback episode. The second episode actually kicked off the franchise. The first episode was where Mrs. Puff, where SpongeBob was getting his boating license, but somehow Mrs. Puff was actually super generous and was all like, SpongeBob, I know you'll probably never get it by legitimate means, so here's your boating license.
That happened in the real show.
Yes.
Except for Mrs. Puff was all like... I mean, it happened in our universe's show. Except for Mrs. Puff, it was all like, I need to get away from the sponge. Please save me.
But in this third universe, Mrs. Puff was really generous and was like, I know you're trying, but here's your driver's license, your boating license. Please take it.
Yep, remember when SpongeBob caused 3 accidents because he stopped for a tiny little microscopic bing?
Yes.
That was fun. But I think
know,
SpongeBob
right?
was way too nice. That's my only complaint.
It's really a negative universe of a universe that has naturally super violent content. So of course they're extreme polar opposites.
Ah. Well, this universe's negative universe is boring. Time just goes backwards. Yawn. Don't you agree?
Then we have some weird universes. I saw this one weird universe where Steven Universe had like 27 seasons. It was pretty much as old as The Simpsons.
You know, I like the 10th season one the most. They really fleshed out the story, and the ending was quite interesting, where Steven became human.
Well, that's true, but in this universe, there was 27 seasons of, Steven Universe. It actually felt more like a sitcom than an actual, Steven Universe. Because, yes, there was, like, story episodes, but, like, every other season of the show had to focus on a different main character. Like, season 1 took focus on Steven, season 2 took focus on Garnet, season 3 took focus on Pearl, season 4 took focus on White Diamond, season 5 took focus on Lapis, etc. But eventually, all the stories kind of came close to full circle. And they never had a Steven Universe future. What they actually did is they just did a time skip in the Steven Universe franchise.
Yeah, and then they repeated the entire thing again. But in the future, of course. Because that's what gets the views.
So it was kind of a cash grab, and it was equivalent to like Family Guy or something like that, with just squeezing it dry. Rebecca Sugar in that universe actually got tired of making the show because in that universe, Steven Universe was actually owned by Fox.
Is that so?
Yeah, so Fox kept forcing them to squeeze it out because and Rebecca Sugar got really.
I see. Okay. I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's just The Simpsons. The Steven Universe.
Huh?
That's an interesting idea.
Okay. To be fair, it's not bad. I feel like the show got really bad at like season 22, where the ideas weren't original anymore.
That's because they started copying the Sponge Bill. From a different universe. Sponge Bill's not even in that universe. Sponge Bill's hilarious though. Remember the episode where Patrick is drunk? No, that was the best.
There's another weird universe where Steven Universe has 100 seasons.
That universe was destroyed. I made sure of it.
What was it? What was wrong with this Steven Universe universe? The fact that every season had animation that looked like it was made on Microsoft Paint.
But Microsoft Paint in that universe is the most professional animation software.
Or was it the fact that, you know, the show actually ran at like 2,000 frames per second? It took about 1 year to make an entire episode, which is why they had 100 seasons.
How long is a year in that universe? On Earth time, of course.
In that universe, the equivalent of a year is actually double what it is for us. So 1 year is actually like 700 something days over there.
That's interesting.
Then we have another version of Steven Universe, but this version only has 1 season. But here's the catch. It has 128 episodes.
Oh, this is boring.
You think so?
Yeah, let's go. What's your favorite universe in this Omniverse?
Do 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 do. Talupo.
Oh, I could have sworn Rars was in this Omniverse.
Dude, Rars has so many weird properties, it's not even in this universe.
I know.
It's actually in the Isolus Omniverse.
Is that in this proto-reality?
No, it's not.
But it is in this reality as a whole.
It is in this one, but it's in a Omniverse called Isolus, and it's actually in the abandoned corner of the universe, of a universe that no one goes to because they're too afraid of it. You know?
Do you mean Soline?
I mean,
No
Rars
way.
is suspect.
No, it's not. Why can't we just live on Nopia? Why do I have to stay on Earth until humans finally learn the truth? Can't I just leave?
To be honest with you, dude, it just depends. And dude, I want to tell you just how easy it is to find people who are aware. Literally, if you just go into a furry Discord server and start looking and making saying stuff that intrigues people, you can literally just find people who have partial awareness.
As far as I'm concerned, no one's aware. Except for 5 people. Okay? And that's X, Y, Z, Alpha, and Zeta.
Dude, literally, dude, if you can literally tell someone that you go do things on a metaphysical plane and you don't get insulted or called crazy for it, then literally they're aware.
We exist on a metaphysical plane? Is that what Hydro existence is? The real question is how come no wait, never mind. Yeah, but we don't exist on a metaphysical plane because Hydro existence isn't on a plane. It's just a form of existence. Are you trying to trick my brain?
No, we do exist on a metaphysical plane, but higher existence and metaphysical planes do not interact. Although, so think about it, when I say we exist on a metaphysical plane, yes, we may be here physically, but our mind and souls are never fully synthesized in a physical sense to our bodies, which is why I say we exist on a metaphysical plane.
Well, that's because I need to monitor every single time in every single universe, and every single multiverse, and every single omniverse, and every single proto-reality, and every single reality. Gotta make sure time is stable, okay? I can't be in one place.
Well, I mean, that's...
I hope you enjoyed my mini rants.
Oh, of course. And there's also the fact that, you know, in anything, no matter what we do, you know, aware people aren't always, you know, super interested in learning about the secrets of the universe, okay? You know, I know a couple of people who I could easily make even more aware than I could now. But here's the thing, though. You know, I'm not gonna tell them the secrets of the universe because they don't want to hear that. Nor do I think they want
This
to hear
universe
me
is
talk about
very
the secrets
boring.
of the universe.
How come the first universe is the most boring universe?
That's right.
Or anything beyond that, you know?
Oh, the
And I'm
final
like-
world is now open. Open for business.
Oh boy.
Let's see, a Captain Toad Stage of Doom. A Mystery House Stage of Doom. And Champions Road. What? Dude, this Mystery House has over 20 green stars.
Let's go.
It has 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 green stars. I'm scared. How many green stars did the Captain Toad stage have?
10. No, 5.
And Champions Road. Is that the final stage? Don't we need to 100% the game first?
I think you have to.
You there?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, people are gonna think we're crazy if I keep posting all our conversations online.
What's the point of it?
The agency told me to do it. They said it's gonna help with the process of exposure. But
You call it
I
role
disagree.
play. People will call it role play.
What do you mean it's a role play?
Some people will call it role play, and it's easy to explain.
It's easy to explain.
Well, I mean, it's easier to call it role play.
If it was roleplay, I wouldn't be, you know, making life decisions based off of it.
Well, that's true.
The last
But
time
there's
you
also-
roleplayed was like 7 months ago. And that was fun.
Role play.
Roll.
Uh,
So the agency asked me to post these videos just because it's very important that yeah, but you gotta remember the agency's once exposure happens, the agency's not gonna even help humanity learn anything about how the universe works and beyond that. The only point of exposure is to make sure that people know we exist. Pretty much the summary of it. I mean, the original plan was to make it so that humanity would advance quicker, but there's really no point of that. Because to be honest, they don't deserve it.
that's true. Mm-hmm.
I at least have the decency to help them exist for a little longer.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And I'm not being a bad person for that.
Imagine calling yourself an optimist, but then turning around and saying that the world is bored and it needs to burn.
That's the most hypocritical thing I've ever heard of. I'm an optimist. And then they're all in a goth getup, and they're like, the world needs to burn right now. With a happy, gleeful smile.
To be honest with you, there's this really strange planet called Distortion, where it's basically half non-existence and half existence, and somehow a planet formed with a mix of existence and non-existence that somehow doesn't destroy
Oh, so
each
it's
other.
proto-existent.
Yeah, and it's a weird planet. Because somehow, the life doesn't kill each other.
Oh. Well, proto-existence coexists. Hydro-existence is the amalgam of existence and non-existence. There's a huge difference.
Oh yeah, but non-existence bunnies interact with existence bunnies. They interact perfectly fine without causing any issues.
Because it's proto-existent. Proto-existence makes existence and non-existence stable enough so they can interact with each other. But proto-existence didn't exist until hydro-existence existed. Therefore, that's not an explanation on how reality began as a whole.
There's also another planet that's kind of weird. For some reason, there's this giant planet shaped like a giant dandelion.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Terran. It's in a universe that's like on the edge of Sector Sigma DLA, and in the universe of Taurus, and it's like on the edge that's slightly touching outside. That's a tiny bit touching outside of the dimensional barrier and universal barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Just a tiny bit.
You still there?
Which I don't know. Yeah. You heard what I was saying though. Like this planet touches a tiny bit outside of the dimensional barrier and universal barrier. So
That's because gravity is different there. It's only shaped like a dandelion because of the way gravity works there. Instead, well, gravity works here where the center of the mass creates a spherical object. It creates a more object that protrudes outwards, like a flower in that universe. So most of the planets do look like dandelions. But you were just describing it, right? Do other universes even matter as long as we exist?
I mean, it depends.
I say,
But you know,
technically there could only be one universe in every single reality. And
That's
one
true, dude.
core. And everything would be fine.
Dude, still, the dandelion planet is still weird. Dude, it literally slightly intersects the dimensional barrier and universal barrier.
Well, how does it do that? Is that universe not completely surrounded with the barrier of hydro-existence?
I mean, it's weird because like 30% of the actual planet dissects as outside of the dimensional barrier, and 25% of it is out of the universal barrier. So the people living in the 30% actually live completely different lives than people who don't live in the barrier filled area.
Are you saying that two universes are converging very slowly?
Yep.
Oh. You could have just said that in the first place. I am confuzzled. Someone please help me solve this maze. You there?
You know, if you thought the dandelion planet was like a weird example, there's this planet shaped like crackers, like square planets.
That's not that far-fetched. It all comes down to how gravity behaves.
You know, the agency has named it the Minecraft universe because somehow it's like Minecraft, but not.
Wait, are you for real? It's a universe that's like Minecraft that isn't an imaginary universe?
I'm dead serious. They called it the Minecraft universe. It's a
But Minecraft already has a universe.
No. People who can't access the imaginary universe literally can just go to this planet that's literally just a Minecraft universe.
Yeah, but, you know, the further you get from the origin of reality, the weirder it gets. Okay?
You know, here... Well, here's the thing with that planet too. It's literally just a giant clone of Minecraft, but in reality. I mean, there's a nether planet, there's a earthish planet, and there's other stuff.
And I'm supposed to care why?
Because it's literally Minecraft IRL. It's a pretty good vacation spot.
No, I only go to Nopia for vacation. Nopia is clearly the best planet. And I'm pretty sure you can't argue against it.
Well, I mean, not wrong. Then, dude, I think I
Nopia
figured out why
It's sunny 24/7. And Nopia
Dude,
Island is a giant turtle.
dude, I think I figured out why flat earthers exist on our Earth.
Because conspiracy theorists just like to make up fake stuff so they look smarter.
No, I kind of checked the fact, okay? They're not completely wrong about flat Earth theory, but in this universe, flat Earth is impossible. But there's actually a universe adjacent to our Earth, your universe that has a mirror Earth, not a mirror Earth, but a identical Earthish planet that's literally just flat. I think too many flat Earthers like an astral project over there too much.
But Earth is a celestial planet, so every universe has a version of Earth, and the exact same location.
Right. So basically, I figured out that flat earthers actually naturally astral project to this flat Earth version of Earth. So, you know, they strongly believe Earth is flat.
That's just sad.
How's it sad?
I don't know, because I've been to space and beyond this universe, and Earth is not flat. I've seen it. Literally. It's a spheroid. End of story.
Oh, yes. You know, every conspiracy theory is either based off a alternate universe or a adjacent universe. So technically, not
Except
all
for the
conspiracy
Illuminati. The Illuminati's literally just the agency in disguise. Except for when the merge happened. That changed. When the merge happened, the Illuminati became a real secret organization that doesn't exist anymore.
Really?
But before the merge, the Illuminati was literally just the agency, but on Earth.
Oh, true. But the Illuminati, that secret organization, is in there. So to say they don't exist anymore, but they kind of do exist. They just only have 1,000 members on Earth.
Oh, did we explain yet that Reality AD merged with Reality XA? Not yet.
Not yet, but dude,
That's
to be
very
honest with you,
important. This reality is a merged reality. The end. End of story.
Yeah, that's true though. But dude, keep in mind that the Illuminati, there's only 1,000 members left in the secret organization. The Mafia only has about 11,500, 2,600 members left on Earth, according to the facts. KKK members have about 113,000. And if you look at secret organizations in general, the Illuminati has the lowest members because everyone thinks these people are fucking crazy.
No, I don't think so. I think the Illuminati's just misunderstood.
Like, literally speaking, you can see Illuminati members. There's at least,
Oh no,
a couple
dude, it's Voldy Boy. Voldy Boy's
yes.
trying to kill Harry Potter.
Dude, you know what's funny about Harry Potter? There's not a single timeline where Voldemort actually wins.
Well, that's because every single alternate timeline is 2 variations. The boy who lived always changes between Harry Potter and Neville. Those are the only 2 possibilities. Oh no, it's Voldemort! And his Death Eaters. What am I supposed to do? I'll just zap him with my wand.
Actually, can I speak to the up-to-date canon version of Voldemort? I want to ask him how many times he's lost at this point.
Well, it depends what canon you're speaking of.
I'm speaking of the general canon on our Earth.
I did it, dude. All I had to do is spam Y, and Voldemort is as good as dead. Dude, Voldemort is really weak. If you consider that he only has 0.35% of his soul left. After all the Horcruxes. Voldemort. Expecto Patronum. That's how you defeat Voldemort. Ha 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 ha. It's a joke.
I mean, that's true, but here's the thing with Voldemort, the most important. Voldemort never wins.
That's because he has the most flawed logic I've ever seen.
I mean, you know, Voldemort's logic isn't completely bad. He was just a fool to give Harry a Horcrux.
No, he was a fool to make any Horcruxes in the first place.
Shouldn't Harry Potter be a good... Actually, the agency should use Harry Potter as a good example as to why a person shouldn't split their soul.
Yeah, but splitting your soul in a non-imaginary universe, or what we call it, an imaginary universe,
Yeah.
is detrimental to your health, and it does not grant immortality. So keep that in mind.
Well, doesn't the agency clear up that you probably shouldn't be splitting your soul for no reason?
Pretty sure. Remember that time where people went into universes where life was impossible to exist just to commit suicide? So we had to make Hanzo exist in no barriers.
Oh.
Don't you remember that time? That was a fun time. Universes are naturally proto-existent.
And also, dude, by the way, I dropped the soundtrack. I dropped one of the first songs for Sandwich Cutter 10,000. It was the menu. It was the menu. It was the menu music for the game. You know, and people got all riled up and crap because I thought, oh my, they're dropping music now.
Oh, yeah, but that game's not finishing for another 2 years.
It's only basic stuff now, Like, the only thing that really needs work at this point is to build your own sandwich, because that takes way too damn long.
If you need me to help you with build your own sandwich, I can.
Dude, I already have a dev team of 500 people, and this game is still taking forever.
Well, why incorporate build your own sandwich?
I wanted everything to be in one full package, because it needs to be like an evolution.
Well, I disagree.
And so I dropped the menu music for the actual game itself, It was named Ecstatic Burst,
Really?
You saw the teaser for it, right? It's a pop song. It's a pop song for the menu theme.
Yep.
So it's a pop song about, though to be honest with you, it's a pop song about overcoming the about overcoming the void. And people are thinking, oh, they're giving us spoilers or hints at the next game.
Not really.
I mean, people literally thought that the lyrics, embrace the void, look into my eyes, I'm here for you, there's nowhere to hide, was an actual reference to the next game.
Now what's for Bread Quest 2?
I mean, everyone knows that the song is littered with spoilers and indirect hints to the next Bread Quest game, but no one exactly understands what that means yet. Some people are saying that there's some person who harnesses a new power or something, or that a main character goes evil.
Did you what's it called? Did you finish the story mode for Bread Cutter 10,000 now? I mean Sandwich Cutter?
Yeah, it's complete now, but it's super buggy. Like, there's a bug where the game soft blocks whenever you complete chapter 3 of the story.
Yeah, that sounds like something that's easy to fix.
Then there's a bug where beating the third boss, which I'm not gonna list the name because anyone will be listening at any point in time.
I doubt anyone for the CypherNet would go to my Earth channel just to find spoilers for Sandwich Cutter.
Yeah, I know. But that's kind of the thing, you know, like, I'm not listing any names, but the third boss in the game has a bug where basically if you finish it with a critical slice, the game kind of deletes your save file.
That's very sad.
I know. It's pretty crappy too because development, which is why things need to be cleaned up, you know. So, to be honest with you, Bread Quest 2 is a very big game. It's about, I would say the game will last you about maybe 200, 300 hours.
I guess that's another reason to have exposure happen. People can play all these great Omniversal games.
I mean, yeah, and dude, I added a new table, the next DLC table. The last one was last month. This was a mystery table. So people have revealed. So it's a mystery table. It's a table called literally the mystery table.
How original.
I mean, it's a DLC table that people have given me like 4 stars, 4 out of 5. People are saying, hey, what is this table? Most people look at the tables and usually say, this is really good. I like this idea. But the mystery table is literally just a mystery table. It's like the wild card of the game's franchise.
When's Table Quest coming out?
Ha 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 ha. People keep saying that the campaign in that game is canon. I've already established that was a joke campaign.
It's still canon. I don't care what you're saying.
It's not canon. You can tell me whatever you think, but it's not canon. People literally don't. People keep thinking, Codex keeps saying it's not canon because they're trying to trick us. And I'm like, I literally told someone in an interview, it's not canon.
It is canon.
Oh, it's not canon though. And people think I'm seriously gonna make Table Quest. Like, no, I'm already working on 2 projects.
Isn't that just lovely? Oh, it's Dementor friends.
I mean, I've literally made it clear. here's
Expecto
the big
Patronum.
sorry, you know, the second thing that gets people to ask for more table collection to flip the table is people want to see like this is a one-off game. It's like a live service. I mean, explain that it's a live service. I understand. People want to see it, and I'm like, at what point do you guys really want more tables? I'm literally coming up with a new table every month.
Is that so?
I mean, now here's the thing too, you know, people also have started looking at Flip the Table as a means of looking for hints at the next Red Quest game. And I'm like, hey, if I name a table the Void Table, it's not related to to the Bread Quest. Okay? I keep telling people, it's not canon. It's not canon. It's not connected.
You can't lie to me. We all know you're lying. We all know that Table Quest is real, and you can't hide it from us.
Yeah, Matt Pat made a theory about how I'm deceiving the entire community.
Yeah. For what
His
universe?
theory was,
Which universe are you
no,
speaking of?
Universe G.
Oh, that universe doesn't exist anymore.
Well, the equivalent of it now.
That universe merged with this universe. This universe is A, B, Q, X, Z, G.
Well, my mistake then. I'm talking about the omniversal version of Matt Pat, you know?
Oh. Oh, you
Yeah,
mean
Matt
that
Pat.
universe that the agency made to hide out in
Yeah,
and slowly make people aware throughout the new reality.
yeah. Yeah, Matt
And it's
Pat
called
was one of,
Universe G. Okay, I guess I was
yeah.
contradicting ourselves.
So yeah, for the most part, Matt Pat made a theory about how I'm trying to cover up the lore because they made this connection that when Bread Quest 1 came out, I made a table called the Light Table a year before, and the Light Table perfectly correlated with the Light Knife in Bread Quest 1, which was an active plot point. And so their theory was I'm purposely telling people that stuff isn't canon to give the idea that it isn't canon. So when it does happen in the games, people can still be surprised. But that's a but that's a convoluted theory. None of it's canon.
That's just what you want me to say.
Okay, let me ask Matt Pat from the Omniverse Universe G about what his opinion is.
They're busy writing the scripts.
Oh, what is it about this time?
Oh, they're making a sequel theory about how I'm causing all the conflict.
I'm pretty sure they got like another script planned about how I'm lying to the community about Red Quest again.
They're
It's just
also
bound to
working on the
happen.
script for part 3, and in part 3 you're involved. They're
Oh
making
boy.
a theory about you as we speak.
What is it? I'm lying to the community? He's already made like 4 of those theories. His last
I mean,
his
that's
last YouTube video
effectively.
was literally. Oh, I guess that's true. But there's also the fact that Matt always likes to criticize my it's not canon claim. His last video was is Codex is his last video was in the illegible title. Is Codex really lying about the non-canon nature of Table Flip the Table? Or is he merely trying to deceive us all?
Flip the Tables are a completely different series.
Yeah, so many fans believe that there's a canon connection.
That's sad.
I mean, considering that, Flip the Table has a tendency to predict future content and future games, I don't think they're completely wrong for feeling that way.
It's mere coincidence.
I mean, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? That the void table that I put in the game 3 years ago is a direct correlation to anything in the future games? I mean, I've already mentioned the void, and people are now saying, "Oh, there's a new knight." And this song I had with a pop song was literally about the rise and fall of a kingdom and a leader, using the void element. Now, no one knows what the void element is because I've literally specified in the Bread Quest lore that the void element is long forgotten and sealed. So why are people thinking it links to Bread Quest 2?
Can we spoil the entire series right now?
No, this lore was literally explained in the first game. Do you not remember the final boss confrontation with Lord Lydon, where Lord Lydon literally said that he sealed the void element?
Nope.
In Bread Quest 1, the final boss is where he's all like, "Snap, snap, time to kill you."
Wingardium Leviosa.
So that's the thing, though. Fans think that the next game. I'm not gonna say any story details, but I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm not saying jack shit about story details. Fans keep trying to get me to slip up. I literally did an interview yesterday where they was asking really tight questions, like, who's the who do you who? They were asking questions like, which characters do you hope which will get more character development in Bread Quest 2? And I'm like, nice try.
You know, if I were you, I would have said the protagonist, and then nice try. That'd be a much better burn.
I mean, then people started acting about the void deal, and I'm like, why would I tell you people this? I would literally be spoiling them. Literally, okay? Everyone knows that the light knife or the light force is one of the most foundational forces in the Bread Quest universe, or the Bread universe in general. But people want to know more about the void element, and I tell people, just wait till the next Bread Quest game.
Little did they know. Okay, dude, now I can spoil the entire plot, right?
I'm not spoiling anything. But here's the thing though, dude, I'm not spoiling. I'm not saying a single word of the plot, okay?
Dude, no one from the Omniverse is going to find my channel on Earth. There are too many universes to track.
That's true, but here's one thing that bugs me too. Some people say that the boss in Bread Quest 1, for Bread Quest 1, the boss explicitly named Golakar is too hard. Is that true?
No. I get Dark Soul vibes from that boss.
What's wrong with Golakar?
I don't know. Spamming projectiles with frame perfect dodging.
It's not that bad. It's really not.
Yes, it is. It's very bad.
You mean I mean, at least Golakar does low damage. I mean, it's literally in his design where he does really fast attacks, but literally shreds your health like it's nothing. And I tell people, if you just learn the patterns, you'll learn how to beat him easier. There's this cheap strat where if you put him in the corner, his AI literally freaks out and he just like does nothing. And I'm like, how the hell did they figure this out?
That's not supposed to happen. Fix that bug immediately.
This was a recent discovery where a person was basically bugging out the game, and they basically realized that he just bugged if you forced his model to clip into a certain part, like the arena, then his just AI just bugs out. So, one of the programmers messed up.
Isn't that just lovely, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So the exploit has been being used. It's called the Cure to Beating Golodon. You know? The remedy to beating him. You know? I've seen
I thought that
tutorials on how
boss
to
was
beat.
optional.
It is optional. You don't need to cheat the boss. It's supposed to be hard.
That's only for people who want a 100%.
Yeah, I mean, all you really get is like is a special knife, the Void Caller knife.
That's a broken one, though.
I mean,
Not as broken as the butter knife.
the butter knife is a classic knife. Okay, it's always been the best knife in the game.
Nuh-uh. Not the final knife you earned as completion rewards, the best knife.
Yeah, but that's literally defeating light. The light knife is literally the most broken thing in existence.
You think so?
I mean, dude, if you literally read the stats on the knife. Level 200, light knife. Special properties, light attributes, disintegration. Special ability, disintegration. Power, 30 million. Defense, 30 million. Speed, 30 million. Affinity. Corruption.
That's fun.
I mean, can you really tell me that those stats aren't literally broken?
Perhaps.
I mean, it's literally the knife of the final boss of the game. So it's good, of course it's gonna be overpowered. The one thing I started banning though was you cannot use the light knife in raids. You know what's pissing me off? I'm looking at raid videos in the game, and for some reason people have been hacking the game to get the light knife into raid.
Why would they do that?
Because
That's completely
you can't
inconsiderate.
stop hacking the game. Don't use the light knife. Like, stop using the light knife in raid. It doesn't allow people to have fun. Because all the bosses just get insta-killed.
Nah.
I'm trying to figure out a loophole, but here's the thing, dude. How do you stop online hackers from incorporating elements from the single player?
Why don't you incorporate... Why don't you put in some code that can't be hacked? code that literally can't be interacted with. Why don't you put Hydro existential code into the game? That cannot be hacked.
I could, but to be honest with you, I was probably just gonna do a level 1000 encryption hack, and hide it in direct binary.
That's not binary. There's over 8,000 different numbers.
I mean, it's a level 1000, but by binary, I kind of meant literally take it.
You made it in the 0-1 format, except for instead of it being 0-1, there's 0-1, 2 through numbers that go all the way up to 7,999.
And so, with that piece of code, I could probably stop people from hacking in the light. Another big bug I've been noticing is the raid boss Juraton, which I did confirm, which I released last month, which I did confirm is a canon character that's related to Leiden. Is probably the hardest raid boss I've released, but people found this exploit where if you keep striking Gyarados in like the eyes, then you stun him and use a sleep paralysis spell on him. It stun locks him and breaks his AI.
You really need to fix your game.
Dude, I have a dev team of 500 people, and even then, they still can't fix all these bugs.
Get bigger, Deadfeet.
I've been trying, but I'm looking for people with great code programming knowledge. Plus, I had this one leaker the other day that I had to shut down because they started leaking Bread Quest 2 stuff.
That leak was very small. Okay?
How is it very small?
Well, that's because it showed the untrue ending to the game. No, not the untrue ending, but the path that leads to the untrue ending, Chapter 2. And the untrue ending's not canon, so does it really matter?
No, not really. But I mean...
But they did see some environments. That could be a problem. People now know it doesn't take place in the same location.
Yeah, obviously. People saw purple grass in a sky that was raining meteorites, and they immediately thought, "Yep, new area." And I thought, "God damn it!" True.
Did you ever find who leaked it?
Yeah, I did.
And did you tell them that if you ever do it again, you'll throw them in a black hole?
No, I threatened, make a character in the game, and basically make them a disposable character that the player can just, kick around as they please.
That is not really... Well, at least you're not threatening their lives like I would have.
And then, the part of this character is they would have me wearing a sign that said, "I am a leaker."
Oh, yes, a ragdoll character.
Yep. But yeah, that was that one leak. Then with that leak was like 3 months ago. What happened again was a person leaked an even tinier detail. It was a minor voice line. It was like last week. It was a voice line.
What character?
If I said
Was
the
it character-
characters,
Was it character X, Y, Z, or Q?
it was Q.
Oh, that's a very important character.
Yeah, the voice line was quite literally, "We can't do this. We can't do this. We have to stop him. He's gonna activate it. Stop him." Then it cuts out, and then you hear another voice. "Please, don't listen to him. We need to help him." Then the voice line stops.
That's not the final voice line, luckily.
Well, I mean, to be fair, all these stupid leaks are starting to have people to have theories that the protagonist of Bread Quest 2 is actually going to have multiple personalities because they heard two different voices and it was confirmed to be the same character based on the voice line in the leaks.
Yeah, but didn't you reset the story or something?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I did that was an old voice line, so I can say that was a voice line from when I was early planning. So it really doesn't matter.
Really?
Like, I'm not. Yeah, it was from early planning, so people could do whatever they want with it, okay? It doesn't matter, okay? I mean, I could literally drop all of the unused voice lines right now that have no correlation because I literally redid the story.
Mm-hmm.
And no one would be able to make anything out of it because no spoilers. I literally did a soft reboot on the story a tiny bit. Oh, at least what I was writing.
But the same overall basis was kept.
Mm-hmm. Same
Okay,
basis
let's
was
end the
kept.
call. It's late. I'm tired.
Got it.
Good night.